Tell me, what does Tupac Amaru Shakur mean?
Okay, it means, I was named after this Inca chief from South America whose name was Tupac Amaru, but it's a lot of people named Tupac Amaru. It's like a whole tribe named Tupac Amaru. So my mom named me after this Inca chief, and I think the tribal breakdown means like intelligent warrior, something like that. But
I see.
he's a deep dude. He is. If I go to South America, they're gonna love me, I'm telling you.
It's like you don't even want to see me.
They call this place Weirdo Beach. I don't know, it ain't that weird to me. But you'll see why they call it.
When you first moved to Oakland, that was your first stop in California?
Right.
And
No. Marin City was before.
Marin City? Okay.
Then
Well, you left Baltimore and came to Marin City.
yes.
And when you were in Baltimore, you were in a school of the performing arts. How
Yes.
come you didn't enroll in one when you came to California?
I couldn't find one when I came to California, and I was broke, so I had to go to a regular high school.
But you eventually dropped out, right?
Yeah, sure did. I didn't have enough credits. Like, everybody was about to graduate. I went into the 12th grade, was about to graduate, everything. Right before I was about to graduate, they was like, you gotta come back next year and get a health credit and a physical education credit. And I was like, oh, hell no. I had just barely made it out with money coming to school and lunch money and all that. I said, I gotta get paid. I gotta find a way to make a living. So I dropped out, knowing that I would have graduated. It wasn't no big thing. Not to say that y'all shouldn't graduate, but for me at that particular time, it was more important that I found somewhere to live.
But you did get your GED. You moved out on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you get as far as a job is concerned? What did you do when you stopped going to school?
I only had 2 jobs ever in my life. One was in Round Table Pizza. I used to make the pizza, but it was good. It was the perfect job, Tabitha, because I was hungry and I got to like eat all the toppings off people's pizza. That's why, because everything is right there. Could you imagine? I was making pizzas on the side, bringing pizzas home. I'm calling in my own deliveries. You know what I mean? Let me get 2 shrimp with everything. But that job, I lasted about a month. Then I worked as the guy that packs your bags in the supermarket for about, 2 weeks. Then the dude kept catching me writing raps by the time clock. I used to be like, I'm gonna write for
Instead
hour,
of loading people's groceries?
She could carry her own shit. So
Did it ever occur to you that you might be able to get scholarships to go to college, or was that just not even an issue?
I always wanted to go to college, but I wanted to go to college and be comfortable. Like how people, I don't know, this might be presumptuous, but like I know a lot of people that are in college, they have their lives already okay, you know what I mean? Like someone's paying for them to go to college. They have somewhere to live. They have somewhere to live while they're going to college. You know, they get money, all that. Somebody can pay their tuition and all of that. I don't have that. And until I can have that, I can't go to college, even though I want to, because that turned me on.
With all the encouragement that you got in Baltimore at the High School of Performing Arts for your acting, did it ever occur to you to come out to California and be a professional actor here when your mom moved out here?
Nah, that was the last thing on my mind. When I came to California, I was broke, nowhere to stay.
What do you mean nowhere to stay?
I didn't have anywhere to stay. I was staying with a friend of a friend of a friend of my mother.
Why weren't you staying with your mother?
Because she was in Baltimore, and we didn't have any lights and electricity. We was about to get evicted, so she sent me first. You know, how mothers do, protect the young. So I went out there broke. I wasn't even thinking about acting. I was just thinking about surviving. But such is life. I ended up doing it, what I love the most. I ended up doing both of those things.
During that time when you went to California, your mother was in Baltimore. Is that when she was a crack addict?
No, she was addicted to crack when I was in California. First moved to California. What's up? All right, what's happening?
And what was that like to have a mother who was addicted to crack?
I love my mom. She the bomb to me, so
I know
love
she
all
is
her
now,
mistakes.
but what about then?
It was hard. It was hard because, she was my hero.
Did
She
you
is my
ever
hero.
have any temptation with crack?
Never, ever, never. My father died like that, but the man that I knew was my father. The man that I knew died. The man that I knew was my father. He died with cocaine, so it was never my thing.
And why do you think that your mother had that time of weakness with crack?
Everything was just going bad for her. It's harder for a woman to raise a family than it is for a man. Oh, yes, all day. What you think? A little bit of meat? Tip it to the side or something? It ain't my style. They not Gucci.